it's me Carol. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, or welcome if you're new here. I am so excited for today's video because I'm going to be reading BookTok's most hyped up books. So if you didn't know, there is a community on TikTok called BookTok. I decided to scroll through it, find out which books are super talked about right now, read it, and give you guys my thoughts. Before we get into today's video, let me quickly talk about today's sponsor, Book of the Month. Book of the Month is a super popular and fast-growing online book service for readers. Every month, their team gives readers their choice from a curated selection of new and upcoming release titles so that us readers can spend more time reading and less time researching. Their mission is to promote new and emerging authors and help readers find books they're going to absolutely love. But my favorite thing about Book of the Month is their skip policy. If any month their selection doesn't really interest you, you can skip it without being charged. Book of the Month has the best price for new release hardcover fiction. You can get your first book for only $9.99 if you use the code LET'SGO. Here are all the books that you can choose for January picks, but I'm going to talk about 3 that sounded the most interesting to me. The first one is Love and Other Disasters by Anita Kelly. So this story has 2 main characters, Dahlia Woodson and London Parker, and they're both in this cooking competition show. Now, they're gonna have a hard time being in this competition because how can you focus on the food you're making when you have a really cute competitor right by your side? Will Dahlia and London's growing relationship work out, or are they going to burn? I don't know, it sounds really cute, the cover is beautiful, and I can't wait to read it. The second book that sounds amazing as well is Reckless Girls by Rachel Hawkins. This is a thriller, and I'm so excited. So this book talks about 6 people that go to this island called Merrow Island. One of them turns up dead and the other one goes missing. So the remaining friends get together to find out what's happening to them, what lies ahead, and what lies have been hidden from them. It sounds so cool and I can't wait to read it. The deserted island trope is always a hit for me, so I can't wait to find out what's gonna happen next. And the last book that I'm going to talk about is Fiona and Jane by Jane Chang Ho. This book obviously talks about Fiona and Jane, 2 Taiwanese women who are just struggling with their sexuality and identity, and they're just going on about their lives. It's an intimate portrait of friendship and the perplexities of being young and alive, and I already know I'm gonna love this. I can't wait to read it. It sounds so beautiful. Thank you again so much, Book of the Month, for sponsoring this video. I absolutely love you guys and I feel so honored. So yeah, thank you so much. But enough talking, let's get right on with today's video. I decided to scroll through my recommended page and I found 3 books that kind of showed up a lot and that sounded the most interesting to me. So those are the books that we're going to be reading today. I've heard nothing but amazing things about these books and I can't wait to share my thoughts with you guys and just find out what the hype is all about. I am not the biggest romance reader. I do occasionally dip my toe into that genre, but it's not really my cup of tea. Everybody and their mother has been loving the Love Hypothesis, so I feel like I might have a good shot in liking it as well. I really hope so. And I think the trope for this book is fake dating, which is not I'm still trying to figure out which tropes I enjoy in my romance books, which tropes I don't. I have a video where I read Take a Hint Danny Brown, and that trope was also fake dating. I didn't love it exactly. If you want to check out that video, I'll link it in the cards. I don't know, I feel like I need to give it another go, so hopefully this book will make me love this trope. Who knows? I absolutely love the cover, it's so pretty. But yeah, I'm gonna read it on my Kindle and I'll be giving you updates. You'll see my reactions. We'll see how this goes. Cute. Made me feel a little bit alone, not gonna lie. I liked it a lot more than take a hint, Danny Brown. Like, this fit me more. I don't know, I enjoyed it. It was cute, a little random, but it was entertaining and fun, you know? It does happen a little bit fast, but I didn't mind it that much. It was a fun, quick read. I feel like if you're in a reading slump, this could really help you out. There is a pretty spicy scene in this book.
No! God, please, no! No!
It's pretty long and descriptive though. I wish it could have been a little shorter, but I mean, I can't say anything because most people that read romance books read them for the sexy scenes as well, you know? Like, it makes sense. It's part of the genre. It's just not my favorite thing to read. Just beware of that. If you're, like, young, I wouldn't recommend it. I am really glad I read this book. I understand the hype because you can literally recommend it to anyone you know, and I don't really see a problem with it. Like, I feel like everyone would enjoy and have a fun time reading it. I will be going to the airport tomorrow, so I will have an 11-hour-long flight. So I have a lot of time to read another book. So I'll let you guys know what I decide to do. But yeah, this was the first one. Remember when I said I would get a lot of reading done? Well, you know what happened? You want to know what happened? I slept. Yeah, like, I didn't even touch my book. I just slept all the way through. No, I'm lying. I actually watched 2 movies as well. I just didn't want to read. And then when I got the urge to read, it was like 3 a.m. in the plane. Everybody was sleeping. All the lights were down. And my social anxiety said no, like, you're not going to turn on your light and read. So I didn't do anything. I didn't read. The plans failed miserably. But it's okay. It's okay. I will try to read today, see what happens. I am currently in this little house in Portugal. We arrived safely, thank God. And maybe today I'll get some reading done. We'll see how it goes. If you are interested, I will have a vlog going up of this whole vacation, so stay tuned for that. Oh, so I forgot to tell you guys what book I'm going to be reading. It's called It Ends With Us by Colin Hoover, another book that I've heard nothing but amazing things about. People have cried reading this book, and I don't know, I want to give it a go. I'll keep you updated. Wish me luck. Hopefully I won't fail again. Update on the book. I started it last night. I read 20% of it and I think I'm gonna love it. Like, the first page already hooked me, and I absolutely love reading books with damaged main characters, and usually, like, my favorite books are those sort of tropes, and I think I'm gonna love it. And I don't really love the trope, which is like instant love. I do find it a bit meh, but the damage side of the characters really hooked me, and I really want to, like, see what's gonna happen next. And I read like 20% in one sitting, which is great, and I'm so excited to keep reading. I can't stop thinking about it. I am really invested. I love it so far, and I'm so excited that I'm enjoying it. Like, that's such a good sign. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. I'm excited. I'm really excited. I finished the book yesterday. I literally read the last 80% in like one sitting, and oh my god, I thought people were being dramatic when they said they cried over it, that it was pretty emotional. I was like, nah, there's no way. I embarrassed myself. I cried. I'll include the footage I have when I finished the book here now. I was pretty distraught. The book was so good though. It was so different from The Love Hypothesis. I didn't know that inside the romance genre there would be like different books. That's so interesting. This one was a lot more emotional and hard-hitting, and definitely not as light and fluffy as Love Hypothesis. I felt like this one had sort of a meaning behind it, and I can't stop thinking about it. I finished it last night. I woke up thinking about it, and I think that this book is gonna stick with me for a while. I enjoyed it a lot more than The Love Hypothesis, only because I really do love those books that just hit you and leave a mark on you, and that was definitely the sort of book. Huge trigger warning for domestic abuse though. Please only read it if you're okay with reading something like that, but wow. And after reading the epilogue, like, I am heartbroken. This story is so emotional and definitely deserves the hype. You should definitely read it. It talks about things I just sometimes don't think about. It was so interesting to see what was going on through Lily's mind, the main character, and it was just such a roller coaster. I was so invested in the story and the character. I was rooting for her, and wow, I have no words. This was absolutely fantastic. This book proved it to me that she's an amazing author and that, wow, she really knows what she's doing, you know? So I definitely recommend it. You should definitely pick it up. It was such an amazing story. I'm still a little teary-eyed over it. It was so good. I loved it a lot. So the next book we're going to be reading is The Seven Husbands of Evelyn, Hugo, another book that has been constantly on my For You page. And honestly, I don't really know what the genre is. I have a feeling it's thriller, but I might be super wrong though. I don't know. I really don't know. I'm going to this book blind. I really don't know the story. I suspect they're gonna talk about Evelyn, Hugo. We're gonna see. I'm excited. Okay, yeah. Gonna tell me Evelyn Hugo is not a real person? You cannot tell me I did not read a biography, a memoir. What? How can someone write a story that is so completely believable? I am speechless, honestly. I finished this book last night. And when I finished it, I was like, okay, it was good. It made me a little emotional, and I was like, wow, okay, that was a fun ride. But now, thinking about it, I am not a fan of memoirs. I am not. I usually don't read biographies at all. But this felt different. This was so good. And there's like a little mystery behind it as well. You're trying to figure out, like, why was Monique called to write Evelyn's story? And then I was sure, I'm gonna expose myself. I was sure that I knew what was going on. I was like, oh, I'm gonna guess the plot twist. I know what's happening. Oh my God. I did not see that coming. What? That was such a good plot twist. Some people, when they read books, they imagine like a little movie. I don't. I can't really describe to you what happens when I read, but this was the closest I think I've ever gotten to like a little movie playing in my head, which was such a cool feeling. And I loved the book. I felt like it felt believable. It was original. Like, how original is that? To talk about this person's life and this person doesn't exist? What? Like, to go into so much detail of this person's life, like quoting people, having so many characters in the story and not once getting lost or making a mistake. I wanted to hug Evelyn, but I also wanted to punch her. Like, it was a very mixed feeling, and I love the books that make me feel conflicted. I loved it. I am so glad TikTok recommended this, because honestly, I don't think I would have picked it up by myself, like on my own, because the cover doesn't like really tell you what's gonna happen. And I don't know, I thought it was gonna be like a book, but it was really good. It was really good. Like, all of these books were so good. The people that recommend books on BookTok know what they're doing. And honestly, thank you. Thank you so much for recommending these books and making them hyped up, because I loved all of them, which is really rare, like, for me to love all 3 books that I read, especially 2 romances and a historical fiction. Like, I never read historical fiction. I don't know. These were something else. I would love to do a part 2 because I want to love more books. Like, it's such a good feeling when you finish a book and you were like, wow, that was good. That was good. So let me know down below which other books you've seen over and over, like on our For You page, and you want me to read. Let me know. But yeah, BookTok knows what it's doing. If you've ever felt like, I don't know if I'm gonna pick this book up, should I really trust BookTok? You should. You should. Okay, I'm gonna trust it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. If yes, give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe down below to be part of this wonderful family. I would love to have you here. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you. Yeah, I'll see you soon. Bye.